Is a guy that the Mets know is going to be around the plate. So it's a guy that they're going to be aggressive with.
He will check on Morabito. Had a big lead, but he's back in safely.
Yeah, Sun's a little bit of a factor over there for Sogard, too. Taking throws early in the game. Something to keep an eye on.
Always tough early in the game for these 6:05 starts early in the season. Runner goes. Pitches a strike. The throw from Gasper is a good one, and it's in time. Morabito gunned down by Mickey Gasper for the first out of the game.
Yeah, you know, we had seen early in these series the Mets are going to run a lot, and you know, obviously Morabito, leadoff hitter, got a little bit of speed, gets a great jump, but Mickey comes out of the box with moving his feet really, really well, puts himself in position to make a good throw, good tag. It's a great way to start the game.
That's the third would-be base stealer that's been gunned down by Mickey Gasper this year. Chad Tracy and company love the catching depth on this Blue Sox roster between Gasper, Matt Thaiss, and Jason DeLay. That's way outside to G1 Bay. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Gasper reminds you of, I'm going to give you an old-time name, Thurman Munson, a long-time catcher for the Yankees. Was a really bat-first guy, but was a gritty guy behind the plate and just got rid of the ball so quick behind the plate. That was his forte. He threw from all different angles and didn't have the strongest arm, but he threw people out.
I remember Chad Tracy early on last year talking about the fact that Mickey Gasper still had that tool to be able to catch in his toolbox, so to speak, and that was a big difference in helping him make the opening day roster for the Twins in 2025. Up at in ball 4.
Well, Jim, you know, I mean, you've seen enough baseball to understand that the more flexibility you have, the higher up you're playing, the more the big league club looks at you as that valuable last guy on a roster that can, you know, like a Swiss Army knife. Especially if you can catch. I can catch him, I can play him at first. The umpire's going to take a wider view there because the third base coach, he needs the liberty to be able to come down the line more.
So perhaps a break for the Blue Sox there. That is a feeble swing and miss at a G1 Bay.
But that was a nice play by Campbell, a great relay, and that little play right there stopped the run from scoring.
Blue Sox bring the infield in as Bay fights it off foul, and it's 0-2.
Oh, good job by Sansoni, just coming right after the hitters. He's got a base open. He can do anything here. He can expand the zone. He can go up and he can go down. It's his choice at this point. I'd like to see him throw a changeup right here and just tie him up.
He's gotten some swing and miss on that pitch so far. On the ground right side and by Romero and into right field. Hernandez in from third, down to third Morabito. That was a changeup, but Bay hooks it on the ground, and it's 1-0 Syracuse.
It's one of the only changeups he's left up a little bit. You got a slap hitter here who makes a lot of contact. He's able to just hook the ball right through the 3-4 hole there.
Runner goes as Clifford takes a breaking ball for a strike, and Bay into second base as Gasper dropped the baseball.
Yeah, he lost it on the exchange. It looked like he was going to throw to third base the way he was coming up. You see him here. Just
Arroyo grounds it sharply to third. Diving play by Siegler. Long throw to first is not in time. Sogard came off the bag. Bay scores, and the Mets now with a 3-0 advantage.
Nice play by Siegler. Throw just yanked Sogard a little bit off the bag. It's a bang play, but he was off the bag. Now you watch it here. He goes down on his knee, gets up, makes a nice throw, uses the grass as a skip.
Staff actually came out and brought them some apples and carrots to lure them through the tunnels, and it worked. They were able to make it to the warning track.
Fly ball in the air to left center field, back into the gap, and this ball is tracked down by G1 Bay.
Wow.
Oh my goodness,
he went a long way. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Gasper gave it a ride for out number 2. Natalie, you got more?
Well, you know, if Gasper had gone any further, he might have hit the donkeys with that one. That was pretty close. But no, it's just kind of cool to see how Southwick Zoo has really embraced this week and tried to bring different animals to interact with the kids. The kids are just enjoying every part of it. You might think it might be overwhelming for some of these animals, but
fourth one of this game. Ji-hwan Bae spins out of the way. Bae's had a big week. He's been on base twice tonight, has hits in 7 in a row. Bae has played in the big leagues with the Pirates each of the last 4 years. As he fouls it back to the screen.
Boy, he made a heck of a play last inning. He was playing so shallow. He went a long, long way.
Bae is now 5 for 12 with 4 walks in the series and 4 RBIs. Lifts this one to left. Castro moving over now. Castro drops it. Gets it back in quickly. Bae slides into second safely. Castro broke left initially. Maybe the wind pushed that towards the line, but Castro couldn't catch it at a man in scoring position for Syracuse.
I think he just dropped it. I don't think there's any excuse involved with this one. I mean, it's a routine fly ball. He's there. He's under it. Just takes his eye off it, I think, at the end. Yeah.
So it's an E7, and that will end the night for Michael Sansone, who pitched.
That's not going to play at any level.
Fell behind Morabito and ends up issuing the 3rd walk of the night for Woo Sox pitching. Gives Ji-hwan Bae a chance. Now Mickey Gasper will head out for a mound visit.
Well, Morabito can run too. It's a good opportunity to run here. You got a guy like Bae that could lead off the inning if you get thrown out, who still is almost like a leadoff hitter. And Morabito's had a lot of success running the bases. He's got good speed. Try to steal another run here. If you can try to go up by 4 instead of 3, it's always better.
Nick Morabito is a perfect 5 for 5 stealing bases. Popped up foul. Mickey Gasper will not have a play. The Mets in this series are 9 for 10 swiping bags.
Yeah, and a lot of that is really on the pitcher. Some of these situations we've seen, the catcher really doesn't have much of an opportunity to get such good jumps. Morabito's got a good jump over there now.
Fouled off down the left field line, and it's 1-2. Mickey Gasper did throw out Nick Morabito trying to steal second back in the 1st inning. That's the only base runner that's been thrown out by the Woo Sox in this series. The 1-2. A bouncing ball that'll bounce into right field for a base hit. Morabito touches second. He's on his way to 3rd, and the throw is cut off by Chang. So Morabito does go 1st to 3rd on the 2nd hit of the night for Ji-hwan Bae, and Syracuse has him at the corners.
Yeah, good piece of hitting right there. Just hooks it through that hole. 1st to 3rd, well, like we said, Morabito can run. Like you put yourself in a situation now with runners on the corner. And a big bat at the plate. Good job by Morabito. Runs the bases really well. Well, you wonder if they'll take a shot here with Morabito. Try to get in scoring position to get one more add-on run.
He was thrown out trying to steal in the 1st inning. Now Ji-hwan Bae. Bae takes a slider in for a called strike.
Yeah, he went first pitch breaking ball there.
A 1. Down and in for ball 1.
Yeah, good fastball, moves his feet, gets him off the plate.
Good stuff tonight for Wyatt Olds. Bae rips it to right. And it's a base hit. Morabito throws the brakes on at second base. Throw comes in behind him. And Ji-hwan Bae has his 3rd hit. He's on for the 4th time.
Yeah, those two guys at the top of the lineup, they're a pain. Just drops the head of the bat right here and kind of like rolls his wrist over and hooks it into right field. Morabito wisely stops at second base. He's a very good base runner, Morabito.